A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. This is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Georgia going up tempo. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Wide receiver going in motion. They give it back to him. Brought down.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff for Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play, Reese.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside. It's Blaylock. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Finds a crease. It's Roberts. He's stopped.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
3rd and long coming up. Sets his feet. It's Bentley. Complete. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And, man, this is exactly how you wanted to script this game. Your defense comes out, gets a stop, do a nice job in special teams. Now you get that first down. The juices are flowing. Everybody's feeling confident now. The offense is feeling good. I look, Jesse, for them to open it up now. Try to create an explosive play. They got some of that momentum early.
Yeah, and this is what coaches love to see, too, right? Complementary football for everything you just talked about. And now, if you're the offensive coordinator, you got that first down. This might be an opportunity to take a shot, like David said. The defense might be expecting run here. Take a look at what their personnel is. If you got the matchup you like, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On 3rd down, here's Robinson. Turning it on. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. The Sooners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run out of the gun here with Robinson. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Scanning the field, it's Bentley. Unloads it left. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Dead center perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's not going to take the touchback. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Motion from the wideout. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Runs through the tackle. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd down, here's Frazier. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Georgia sends out the punt team. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Give to the running back. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Looking for a gap. It's Blaylock. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. And the Sooners send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Punt is in the air on 4th down. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
There he goes. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. Press center downs going to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
2nd and long here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. At the 20, he's got space. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Sends it back in motion. Snapped it in the shotgun. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
That's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation. Pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff. All the stuff, the easy access, the free release. Nice job and nice discipline by this defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to find the end zone. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the 1st down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
Quarterback sneak. Sneaks into the end zone.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Knocked down immediately.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Fires to the big fella. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. It's inside. It's Blaylock. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. To the house. Touchdown Sooners. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Frazier. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls it and fires to the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Third and long right here.
Here we go. Ready?
He wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first. Got his man. Still running at the 40. Turning on the Jets. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Drops back on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hard running there. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Blaylock. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
It's caught downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. The screen, and watch out. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown, and here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high, but this is one of those areas situationally in a game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Changing the routes with his receivers. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He's got it along the sideline. It's a seam wide open. Into the house. Touchdown, Georgia.
And that was a big touchdown because it keeps this thing within striking distance now going into the second half. That touchdown there puts so much pressure on the opponent. Guys, we've got a ball game. I can't wait to see how this thing's going to turn out.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Old Dominion taking on the South Alabama Jaguars. And it's the Monarchs chasing a 6th straight victory today. This team is a snowball rolling downhill, just adding momentum with every new week.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Bentley. They're all over him. He gets away. Quarterback got it himself. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking for room. It's Blaylock. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Shotgun snap on third down. Keeping his eyes downfield. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
Well, after putting up 5 sacks in their last game, this defense was hungry for more coming into this one, and they knew it was going to be maybe a little bit tougher going up against this offensive line. They've had some struggles in this game so far getting to the QB, but they finally got to him there.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. Taken down right away. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They closed the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. First play of this drive. He's got it. Turning it on. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Rashad Downs going up top. The screen, he can go. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Just keep slinging it. Got his man. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Dogs are moving quickly down the field.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback changing the play. Back to pass on second down. Going to try to get it himself. There he goes. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Hauls it in. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. They made a little trouble for themselves with that penalty. Now 2nd and 12. Gets the back moving. Looks as if he's going to run it. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Oh, he's got some space. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
quick give. It's Blaylock. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Bentley. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. This offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. The freshman safety is still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Out wide right, it's Frazier. At the 45 on his way. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the pick 6. He takes it in. Touchdown Sooners.
One of the things I love about this linebacker, guys, is the versatility. He's not just good against the run. He not only can rush the passer, he can cover as well. Great job reading the QB's eyes, plucks the football out of the air, and he's not going down. He's not running out of bounds. He's taking this thing all the way back to the house.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Look out! Hits the slide, got the 1st down with his feet. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. This time they'll throw it. It's complete to the right. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
Man, you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Making the adjustment on the play. Second down, gonna throw it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Turning it on. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Took it all the way back to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Arrington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Dogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
Here we go. Ready, go.
The give, running right, it's Frazier. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10.
Ready, go. Take it. 14-24 plus. 14-24.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's a give to Frazier. There he goes. Running inside the 20. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldog. Gets it into the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. From the gun, it's Roberts. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. The crowd gets behind this defense. Running inside, it's Roberts. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. He's got the 1st down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the hill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Georgia going up tempo. 2nd down to the air.
And, man, the big fella's up front.
Caught, and he's got room. At the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And when you run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back. But look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Rides to the back. Swamped immediately.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. The run inside. It's Blaylock. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. Going to field this one in tight quarters. Makes a move. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, Dogs! They've got the lead here in the 4th. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution of that punt return.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Moves the pocket. It's Bentley. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Long way to go on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He'll be dropped.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? Off-play action. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
What a great play by the defense. And a play like that in this situation of the game, late, it's close, 3rd down, you gotta have it. And how about the pass rush? How about the effort getting to the quarterback?
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. Looking for the marker. Breaks the tackle. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Ready, go!
Frazier again. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Flip, flip, flip! Still go!
On third down, here's Frazier. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Tries to get it himself. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros and tied